Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What up? As you can see, we out here. Times Square is like 100 degrees out here, but we loving it. We stay icy, so we good on that side. But with that being said, we got Crittermake in the building. Crittermake was wrongly convicted in 1997 for home invasion. He home now. He was sentenced to 20 years. He's doing great things and all that. Straight out of Yonkers. Shout out to Yonkers. And with that being said, let's get right to it, man. Your boy Pistol, dog in the yard. Crittermake, what's up? What up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. And today we got Crittermake in the building straight out of Yonkers. What up, my brother?
What up, bro?
Peace, baby. I'm good, man.
It's a pleasure, man. It's an honor,
Likewise, my brother. It's all love, man. What's up, man? How you been doing?
Chilling, man. Just, settling down now, traveling.
Okay.
Going here and there, coming back off tour and stuff like that,
Okay,
doing
okay.
Music shit,
Love to hear that, man.
Yeah.
I want to get right into it. For those that, the world, for those that don't know you, where you from? I mean, a little bit about your background. I mean, you got siblings. Where you from? Your whole, where you from? Like, y'all know you from Yonkers, but
no question. Now I go by the name of the homeboy Crittermake. I'm from Yonkers, New York, which is adjacent to the Bronx. We like cousins, you know what I mean?
True.
And I grew up on Warburton, which is on the north side of Yonkers.
Okay.
I grew up with a mother and father,
Cool.
Basically, at a young age, I started running the streets, just out of curiosity, not out of, some people have to run the streets, stuff like that.
What year was that? At what age? Let's say.
I would say maybe about 12.
Okay.
About 12, yeah. But I was in the streets earlier, but as far as getting into mischief.
You got siblings?
Like yeah, I got a brother. I had 3 brothers. 2 of them passed away.
Okay.
I still have 1 remaining brother.
It was older?
Yeah, they was older than me. I had 3 sisters. 1 passed away.
Okay.
So right now I just have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay.
But I grew up. I was the baby though.
Okay, you the youngest.
Yeah, I was the youngest. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So how was that, man?
Man, it was. I mean, it was good. It was good because it was good to a certain extent. Like my mom. Some people say my moms used to spoil me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My mom's from Harlem. My mom's from 112th Street, Forster Projects. So I kind of grew ping pong back and forth to Forster, to Warburton, Yonkers, stuff like that. My father, he's originally from Puerto Rico. He's Puerto Rican, and he's from Jefferson. And
shit.
Yeah, so he's from Jefferson.
Okay.
And, they hooked up and met, and then they moved to the Bronx first. They lived on University Avenue. Then they moved to Yonkers, to Whitney Young first. Then they moved to Warburton.
So when you started getting in trouble?
Well, I started getting in trouble, I would say maybe about, it started earlier than 12, but as far as going into the system, I would say about 14.
What do you think what was causing you to, the one prior to when you got in trouble for real? What do you think was causing you just like the streets? What was your calling that you was already getting in trouble when you was a minor?
Well, I would say I think it was my upbringing, like as far as my mother used to tell me I didn't listen like that. As far as my recollection, I was just a kid trying to find my way and stuff like that. But I would say, I started getting in trouble maybe back in the 5th grade, started getting suspended, not standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance, cursing my teacher out, stuff like that, getting kicked out of school.
Yeah, doing a little disruptive shit.
Yeah, as far as that was like the introduction to getting in trouble. Then I would say maybe towards the 8th grade, 9th grade, that's when I caught my first case. I was like 14. It was actually over some graffiti. I used to tag, I used to bomb.
Okay.
And somebody crossed me out. So I went to confront him about it.
What?
We was in school, Roosevelt High School, which is close, It's in Yonkers. So I confronted him about it. We got into a fight. The kid kind of got the best of me, so I pulled out a box cutter and I put an X on his back. I cut him, put an X on his back, and then I went to youth division, and I caught a case. Yeah, and I caught my first case. Yeah.
He was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I took that seriously. You know, like I was raised on hip hop. You know what I mean? So like graffiti, you know, that's like one of the 5 elements of hip hop.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I took that very seriously. Like he crossed me out for no reason. I actually knew the kid, and when I confronted him about it, he like tried to play me. So you know, we just fought, and he was kind of bigger than me too. But you know, we got it on, but he got the best of me at the end. So I pulled out a razor, I cut him, and I caught a charge, and then it just kept going from there. You know.
So when you officially got in trouble, like meaning went to prison.
Oh, when I first went to prison, I mean, as far as not county jail, like prison.
Well, county jail when you went to the serious charge.
Well, my first serious charge was I was 15 going on 16. A friend of mine, he went missing for a couple of days and then he reappeared, badly beaten, you know. He got jumped, some guys jumped him and beat him up bad and all that. So we went, we got some guns and we went and, retaliated, and I caught an attempt murder charge, And at the time, I had a choice. I could either pay for a lawyer or take the 4.5 to 9. So I paid for a lawyer and I got a bullet. I got a bullet. I got out of there. I got a bullet.
Okay.
So, but at the same time,
you did a bullet. You did it in the city?
Nah, Valhalla.
Oh, Valhalla.
Westchester County Jail.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Valhalla is the jail for Yonkers.
Yeah, it's the county jail. Yeah, all Westchester County, New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, stuff like that, So I did that, I came home. I did 8 months out of that. I came home then, I guess maybe about 8 months after that, I got caught with a pistol and then I went upstate. That was my first state bid. I did 2 years for that, 2 flat.
Okay.
Yeah, 1996.
No, you went upstate 2 years.
Yeah, definitely.
How was that experience?
It was definitely 17.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was definitely a different experience for me. I got my number 96A 6135. I never forget. That's when they was giving out, Chuck Taylors. They wasn't giving out Anacondas.
True.
That's when downstate was different. As far as when you go through downstate, it was tough. I actually stayed in the bullpen for like a whole day because I refused to say yes sir and no sir. Back then they was real strict with how you address them and stuff. We're talking about the officers and stuff like that. It was definitely a hard experience for me. Being 17 and being a kid really going into the system and just being around all adults and stuff like that.
Did you go to school and all that? Would you know what I mean? Like,
when I was inside?
No, outside. Like.
Oh yeah, no, I went to school up to the 9th grade to that situation.
Okay.
To the situation I told you about with the razor. After that, I had problems. Like I couldn't go to no more Yonkers schools. Like they had me in like this thing called Yonkers Prep, and then I wind up basically getting into like a knife fight in that school, and they kicked me out of there.
And it was over.
Yeah, they kicked me out of there. Then they put me in Radford Academy, which is it's not there no more. But it's ironic because Radford Academy was like a fire station / police station, but they expected me to go to school there with the police and the fire department. Like I wasn't jacking that. I was a kid though, but I wasn't jacking being there, going to school with the police.
No, I ain't doing that.
And then
go back to the hood and all that.
Like 2 of the officers there knew my mother. Like it was just weird. I was like, I can't stay here. So I got out of that, But I constantly, I attempted to further my education at the time. I never was a dummy or nothing, but it was just the streets kept calling me, you know what I mean? Like, the mischief and the bad stuff, But
I get it. So you went to jail.
Yeah.
So how was that? I mean, you got the 2 years, you're 17 years old.
It was a hell of an experience.
Where you went upstate at?
All right, first I was at Elmira.
Elmira, wow.
So it's like, look, because I went to Elmira for a reception, and everybody kept telling me, yo, shorty, you're not supposed to be here. All of the people I was meeting and stuff like that. Yo, you're not supposed to be here because of your time and because of your age and stuff like that. And why did you come here for reception? And And I kept inquiring about it, and they were saying, "Oh, because of your disciplinary record in Valhalla." You know, at the time, you know, I was, you know, I was wilding. I was fighting COs. I had a fight
so
with the
you didn't let
captain.
me know. Yeah, you hold up. We skipped that. So you was in Valhalla
Yeah, this is before I went up north.
before the 2 years.
Yeah, before the 2 years.
You was in Valhalla. Obviously, you was fighting the case.
Yeah, exactly.
You was wilding.
Yeah, I was wilding. I was fighting COs.
What you was going through?
I mean, it mostly wasn't even with dudes. It was with the staff. It was with COs.
With the system.
Yeah, it was with the system. You know, that always been they've always been my ops. You know what I mean?
Ops.
Yeah, the police. You know what I mean? So I mean, it just was a power struggle. You know, of them telling me what to do and me not listening to them. You know.
I got you.
You know, so. You know, I wouldn't even say a few. Like, I'm not even trying to overrate it, but I mean, black and white could prove it. I had a lot of fights with COs. Like, I used to fight the Ninja Turtles. I used to jump on them, take their helmet off. You know, because that was the only way to get them. You know, they had the Ninja Turtles. I used to jump on their back. I used to put butter on the floor with sugar, and then they slip and they come in the cell. I grabbed the first
You was one of those guys.
Yeah, I was going crazy, and I was like this skinny. I was like this skinny. I was bony. And I had long hair, like, you know what I mean? I was going crazy back then.
Yeah, that shit followed you. You went upstate, that shit.
Yeah, like soon as both times I went upstate. You know what I mean? Both times I went upstate. As soon as I got to downstate, they popped on me. Like, it was on. Like, you know what I mean? The COs, oh, listen, we're not tolerant.
Straight to the box and shit.
Yeah, they popped. Well, the first time, they just made me stay in the bullpen for a day. The second time, Valhalla actually, we'll talk about that when you ask. They beat my ass, Valhalla. They jumped me. Then when I went to downstate naked. You know what I mean? I went to downstate naked. Then,
why? What happened?
Because it's like I was like their biggest op. You know, like because
yeah.
You know what the Joseph chains are? Like the Josephs?
Nah.
It's an old case, the Joseph, where I guess the actual person, the Joseph, he every time he came out his cell, anything, he had to be escorted by a sergeant and two officers.
Yeah. And
he had to be chained around the waist, chained, shackled, and with a spit mask on. You know what I mean? So that's how they used to have me like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They used to have me like that all the time because every chance I got, like, I used to pop on the CO. Like, if I see you, I'm gonna get you. Like, I don't care if I'm going on the visit.
So they used to feed you with the tray and all that, open your slot.
Oh yeah. They used to do. I was in a box, 3K. You know,
yeah.
They opened up this place called 3K. I was like the first person to open up the box, and I was in there. It's not like I don't know if you've ever been to Southport, D Block. Of course. It's not like that. Like when I was in D, D Block is the box within the box where they feed you through
So I was in D Block. I was in Southport when Southport was turning population to the whole box.
Yeah.
In 1992,
91, yeah.
I got there.
After the riot
I got there from Kasaki riot.
Okay.
And I went to Keetlot, and then they was changing the whole shit, and then they moved me to the real box.
Yeah, D Block.
D Block,
yeah.
And I was down there for 2 years.
It's hard down there. You did 2 years down there. Much respect.
I did 2 years and some change there. And I fought the police there. And I was there for the riot. Mm-hmm. You know the riot that happened between the police there and all that?
Yep.
I was there for that. They fucked me up. They took me out my cell. They already know. They had me. My people's the police too. I went through that. I'm just hearing you out.
Yeah.
But I had my Southport. I'm like, damn, you brought me back.
Yeah, Southport, man. We could talk. I know, Southport. It's like I ain't gonna lie. It's like I was raised in Southport. Like
crazy, huh?
I've been there about 6-7 times. Like back and forth.
Yo, you know how many brothers I started with 18 months and did 3 years and 8 months.
Yo, same thing with me.
Yo,
I went there with 18 months.
I'm fighting. I'm breaking jaws. I'm getting off the shackles now. I'm getting nice with it.
Man. It's rough. It
was a tough, man.
Tight, you gotta come out, you go to rec, the tight cuffs, tight waist chains and all that.
The special visit, one little box, boom. I mean, that's the way I was going.
They got it shut down now though. They got glass and everything now. They call it the fish bowls.
Yeah, so no, what happened was I after spending like 2 and some change, whatever, I went upstairs to the regular. You know that, but behind the glass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had my my episodes as well with the police.
Yeah.
You know, I hold shit, put the shit away.
Behind glass, yeah.
Straw.
Level one, level two, level three.
Yeah, that's all. You know, I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know nothing about when that shit started. After like 2 years, whatever, for me being down there deep, like in the box. You know, because I tell motherfuckers, that's the real box. I was
that's
down
the
there.
box within the box.
You don't know what I lost track of days. I was in there so long. I didn't even.
I was lost down there. I wasn't getting no mail.
Yeah.
I wasn't taking showers and nothing. You
live in your whole different, it's a whole different world, bro.
Definitely.
So, go ahead, man. You just brought me back with all that shit, man. Go ahead.
Definitely. Nah, I've definitely been through it, man.
Yeah, Crittermake. So you went to Southport. You there?
Yeah, I mean, well, you asked me about the first. See, it's like you know, for the gun charge. I went up, I did the 2 flat.
Then you came home.
I went to Elmira. They kept me there because of my disciplinary record. They wanted to see how I do. They kept me there. I kind of learned the ropes being around, you know, certain people that was in the L at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was in G Block for like a month or 2. Then they sent me to Wyoming. Wyoming in '96 was wild. It was crazy. So I was there. That's kind of like where I got introduced to a lot of things that, you know, that
I was in Wyoming too, I think.
Yeah, I was in Wyoming, 96,
I ended
97.
I ended up there.
They had me in H2, they had me in J1, the worst dorms in the spot.
Okay.
I learned a lot there. You know, it was
So
wild.
you went there and how long you was there?
I was there like maybe 15 months. Then I went home. Then I CR'd.
And during that time, then what was any crazy shit that you seen that you?
Oh yeah,
man. Something that you could share that something that you remember that you know you'd be like, damn, that nigga got his, whatever.
I mean, the craziest shit I seen. I seen everything. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to the people. I was a part of the craziest shit. Like I said, I was in the worst dorm in that jail. If you do the history, Wyoming in 1996 and 97 was the most. They had the most stabbings and cuttings in New York State prison. You know what I mean, like for the mediums. And at the time, Attica Snake Pit was shut down. They was reconstructing it, and Attica box wasn't accepting Wyoming prisoners because the box in Wyoming was closed. So they just kept us there on cube confinement. We was sneaking out. Going to the yard, getting it on, doing what we doing and stuff like that. But I would say the craziest thing I seen in Wyoming was I seen a dude, they was getting it on in the bathroom, right? Dude picked up a frying pan, hit the kid in the head with the frying pan, knocked him out, right? So it was over, like, got out of there, whatever. So that same night, the dude who got hit in the head with the frying pan took a can of Jack Mac and hit the kid in the head with the Jack Mac. And I swear to God, I've never seen nothing like this before. The Jack Mac was stuck in his head. The can was stuck inside his head. And he was running like he was, oh my God, his head was squirting blood. The Jack Mac can was stuck in his head. And he ran to the CO to the bubble and they got him out of there, whatever. But that's like the craziest thing.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That shit sound crazy.
Like, yeah, I never even seen that.
Jack Mac in your head like that?
A can of Mac, like right in his head. Like that was ill. I would say that's probably the illest thing I seen.
Yeah.
I mean, but as far as,
So you came home. You did the 2 years.
Yeah, came home and
how long you was home for?
Unfortunately, man, I was home 45 days before I got caught up in something I didn't even do. You know what I mean? Like I just got caught up the wrong place at the wrong time. People saw me standing on a corner and they implicated me in a crime, a robbery, a couple other things that they said I was involved with. And I wound up getting 20 years, I wound up getting 20 years just for standing on the corner, just for 1 minute. Person saw me and said, oh, I think he did it because he was with the person. So
you went to jail with something you didn't do?
Yeah, I went to jail with something I didn't do. And
how was that fucking feeling?
Man, it was the worst. It's still hard to sleep sometimes today because, I had a good lawyer. I don't know if you ever heard of him. I had a good lawyer represent me later on in my case named Irvin Cohen. Okay. Like he represented, he had something to do, I think, with the Funhouse case and stuff like that. He retired though, but he took my case because, I was fighting. I was writing innocence projects. I even had Hurricane Carter before he passed away. He was gonna help me. His wife was real, adamant on, helping me obtain my freedom and stuff like that. But it was just the worst, man. Just people not believing me and thinking I would do something like that. You know,
Yeah.
especially at the time, you know.
What was it, a home invasion?
Yeah, basically, yeah. You know, at the time I was actually in the course of, you know, I was doing the rap thing back then too.
Wow.
You know, I was doing good. I was about to, you know, I had a meeting set up and right at that time, I catch that case. You know?
You had the kids?
Nah.
Okay.
No. I got kids. I got a son now though.
Yeah, no, but then you didn't have
At that time I was only 18, 19.
Yeah, so now you 18 in prison. I know the feeling because I went to prison for something I didn't do either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that shit haunts you down, you know, and it bothers you, of course.
Of course.
And you got to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Definitely.
you know, off the rip, because that's just the culture.
You know that.
Right? We're supposed to see me solid, right?
You know that. You know that.
So I suppose that's why you went to jail, because you kept your mouth shut and
Exactly.
and you did the 20 years.
Exactly.
You know what I
Because
mean?
it was like this. It was like, yo, when I went into the interrogation room, when I went to the you know, truth be told, when I went in there, it was, yo, do you know this person here? Nah, I don't know. Oh, do you know this guy? Nah, I don't know. Oh, the picture with me and the guy in it. You know what I mean? Oh, so you telling me you don't know him? Yeah, I seen him before. That doesn't prove that I know him though. Well, can you tell us about this? Nah, I can't tell you about that because I have no information about that. I don't know anything about that. So basically, because I didn't give them what they wanted to get out of me, you know, without me even saying what I want to say, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you don't want to play ball with us? You going to prison.
We're going to give you, going.
You're going to prison now for this.
Yeah, off top.
Yeah, so now maybe you can sit and think about it. Because the whole time, even when I was in prison, for the whole 21 years, I wound up turning 20 into 21 years. I caught 2 new charges in there and all that, you know, fighting COs and stuff like that. But it's like they kept coming to see me. Yo, you know, man, you can help us out with I don't know anything about that. Like, you know, if they wanted to get information, but I keep telling them I don't know anything about it.
You went back after 45 days.
45 days.
And did 21 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very sad, man. Very sad. It was like, and on top of that, paperwork, everything could prove what I'm saying. Like, I never, ever asked for a deal, and none of that, no plea. Oh, we could give you 7. I don't even want to hear that. I'm not going back to prison for something that I didn't do. I'm out here doing right. I'm not
and
doing.
You're lucky you came home, because the way you was carrying it, you know, and handling the police in there.
Definitely.
You know, you lucky you came home like this without picking up cigarette butts, without, you know, taking no medication and coming in here all looking at the sky and all kind of weird and all that.
Definitely. They definitely try to have me like that.
Because I know for a fact they'll definitely try to have you on that.
Oh yeah, they tried a couple of times.
They try to control you.
Try to have me on the Beetlejuice a couple of times.
That's what I'm saying.
I refused.
What's the Beetlejuice? Let the young brothers know, man.
Well, the Beetlejuice,
if they want to be tough and want to go to Southport one day and all that.
The Beetlejuice is that medication. It could be any type of what they call it, like antidepressant. Yeah, antidepressant, or they got this juice, you know, basically that puts you to sleep, but it also alters your aggression. It calms you down. It makes you submissive to them.
It makes you mellow down.
Yeah, it mellows you down. It makes you submissive to them and then to their treatment, and you just basically become spaced out. You become bugged out. So
a couple of months you be picking up cigarette butts.
You be picking up cigarette butts, and you know then they be mishandling you. Next thing you know, your peoples is calling up there talking about, well, where's my son at? And
you lost.
You lost in the system now because they killed you. And that's how they really get to do it to you like that, because once you become suicidal or on these juice and stuff like that. So I always stay strong. You know, I stayed in the law library. I stayed working out. You know, I was around good brothers up there, man, like strong brothers that just
kept on that
me.
topic, right?
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about, that's why mental health is important, man.
Definitely.
We got to speak about it, and mental health in prison is very important.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Actually, you know, no offense, but they used to call me the bug out OG, because I used to be like, you know, no offense to the brothers that's mentally disturbed or anything like that, but I showed compassion to them. I was the one that talked to them, you know, when they used to flip out. I used to, you know, I've been to Clinton, and Clinton is like it's like a big junkyard, but it's like they got courts, food courts, weight courts, stuff like that. And I had food court. I used to feed them, you know, I used to get them cigarettes, stuff like that, talk to them. you know, and they start flipping out, I show them love and compassion, you know, because they don't really get that, you know what I mean? So
you're right.
That's why they used to call me the OG. But
yeah, because ain't nobody else talking to them in the yard.
Yeah, nobody's doing. They taking advantage of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
people not giving them shit.
Yeah, we don't.
They
do
scrapping them around for all kind of shit.
Definitely.
No family member coming to see you.
Yeah, definitely. I was giving them sneakers, clothes, you know, just looking out for them, man, showing them that it's still genuine people that show love out there. You know what I mean? Like
that's a blessing though.
Yeah, man, definitely.
That right there it shows, you know, it's a growth. You get blessed by that. You know what I'm saying? While you in jail and you looking out, you know, people need that, you know, because motherfuckers don't help in the jail. People don't care a fuck about your mental state. Yo, what's up? How you? I'm good. Don't matter if you're not good. Niggas don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So for you to do that is big.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I salute you for that.
Thank you, brother.
How you call it? So you did 20 years. What happened that you caused the 21 years throughout your time? I mean, something happened.
You know, I would say the first one was, I wouldn't even say it was circumstantial. It was like, I'm a loyal person, you know what I mean? And at the time, you know, I was gang affiliated, you know what I mean, at the time, you know, young, you know, gang affiliated. And it was gang related. And a guy, you know, from another side, he.
So you're a gang member? I mean.
I was affiliated, Crip.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I was Crip. Okay. So, guy tried to scratch my guy, you know, and I wind up, you know, trying to, you know, diffuse the thing, but the guy tried to get tough and all that. So I wind up, you know, getting it on with him. He tried to stab me. I took the knife from him, put it on him. Yeah. His man tried to jump in. I cut him. And then, you know, I caught Tom. They wind up telling on me. This was in Caxsaki. I know you've been to Cat for.
Yeah.
E-Block. You know what I mean? E-Block. Yeah. I wind up turning it around on them. He told on me. I caught a new charge. Then the second one, which is ironic, was in.
So you see, sometimes things that even when you think the toughest guy is the toughest guy,
they're not.
You know, and you in jail and you thinking you're gonna jump out the window, you're gonna be the man that's gonna defend yourself, because you're supposed to always defend yourself. But you thinking this guy's the big gorilla and this, that, and look, wind up with some more time.
Yeah, then you know, sometime, and then what I learned from that situation is this, right? The way how I approached it, maybe people could learn from this too, as far as when it comes to the gun violence and stuff like that. You don't always have to go to the gun first. Like, and I'm not condoning it at all, but what I'm saying is, you don't have to always pick up a gun. You could talk to somebody. You could talk to them about it. Maybe your approach could be different. Like, maybe if I approached this guy differently, it wouldn't have led to me having to do what I did to him, because he thought that he was threatened by me.
Yeah.
He more so was threatened by my reputation. Where he felt like he had to pull out a knife, and I wound up taking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in certain situations, a gun is not always called for. You could talk to somebody, or I mean, I know it's the new school now, and people don't fight no more. You know, but sometimes you can even just leave it alone.
It's even better.
If it's not life threatening, walk away from it. You know what I mean? That's what I wish I would have did that.
If it ain't no a motherfucker putting their hands on you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think everything else could be resolved. I mean, you ain't killed my brother, you know, immediate family. I mean, a lot of shit could be talked. You know what I mean? I've been going to Rikers Island, and my approach to the young brothers in there is respect each other.
Exactly.
We ain't gotta fuck with each other. You can rep whatever color you want. I can rep whatever color I want. As long as you respect me, we good. As long as I respect you, you good.
No doubt.
I mean, it's simple, brother. We ain't gotta kill each other and all that.
No doubt.
We can have communication, bro. We ain't animals now.
Now, I like that you said that, because sometimes I question myself. Like, I ask myself questions, and I just, I sit back and I say, a question came up the other day. It was like, do you have to respect somebody? The question is, do you have to, if you don't respect somebody,
right?
Do you have to disrespect them? Does that mean you have to disrespect them? No. You get what I mean? it's like I don't have to respect you, but I don't have to disrespect you.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? It's like
yeah.
so we talking about everything based off respect. Respect is cool, but if I don't respect you, I don't have to disrespect you because that's like to me that's like a declaration of war when you disrespect somebody.
That goes with you respect your belief and I respect mine.
Mm-hmm.
So however you feel, as long as you keep it in your lane, we good. As long as I keep my shit in my lane, I'm good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
I mean, this, that, and all that.
You know, 'cause some people think because they don't respect you that they could just talk to you any type of way or say anything to you.
At that point, then you gotta make a motherfucker respect you.
Exactly.
So
Demand that respect.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if your nigga ain't give it, what? Oh, okay. I see what we gotta do. You don't respect me, then I'm gonna make you respect me.
No doubt.
And that's a whole different thing. That's what we trying to avoid.
Exactly.
We trying to have, but motherfuckers have enough common sense to know respect is the key, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's my main goal with everything in life, man. I mean, when it comes to after being in so much conflict, I wouldn't even use the word avoid. I just want to just get around it. Like I don't want no conflict, man. Like I know what conflict could bring. You know what I mean?
So you caught that bid. Cost you another year.
Cost me another year. Cost me a year in the box. Like cost me 18 months in the box. Then like I told you, just like you, I caught more time while in the box.
So now you went back to Southport.
Went to Southport, yeah.
For those that don't know what Southport is, break that shit down to them.
Well, Southport is basically
New York State.
Yes, in New York State. It's a 200 box. It's basically like the biggest box in New York State, like the maximum.
Yeah, it is.
No, maximum facility for like I would say vicious.
All the fuck ups.
Yeah, all the fuck ups, vicious inmates. You know, that got multiple cuttings, stabbings, assaults on staffs, fighting. They just can't.
Killing.
Yeah, killing. You can't live in certain facilities because if you committed so many disciplinary infractions. I went there with 18 months. I turned into 36 months. While you're in there, they got level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is basically you behind glass. Everything is given to you on a food cart by the CO. If they don't want to feed you, I went through that. If they don't want to feed you, you're not going to eat. Level 2 is basically a little bit different. You get 3 showers a week. You get certain privileges. Level 3, you don't get the chains on you no more. You know, it's levels.
So you start growing. You know, it's just like an animal. They start giving you that privilege as you keep behaving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's cages, not cells. It's cages.
Yeah,
like you're in cages, literally.
You go outside the cages.
Yeah, you go outside chained up like animals.
Chained up like animals in cages.
In a cage. It's
For
definitely
those
nothing.
that never been to Southport.
Yeah, it's definitely nothing to glorify, nothing for nobody to want to go to because
So you might be
nowhere.
bugging out right now, wilding, wherever you at. He was in Valhalla wilding. That shit carried them all the way up top.
Yep, definitely word travel.
You know what I'm saying?
They all stick together from Rikers Island, Valhalla, Nassau County, Suffolk County Jail. All
that shit you
word
do.
travel.
All that shit you do is gonna catch up. So where you end up in the max with 3 years, like he did. He ended up in Elmira with 2 years.
Definitely.
Like, yo, hold up, I'm going to medium.
With the big boys.
Yo, I'm going to medium. Yo, I'm going to, oh, hell fuck.
I'm like 130, 132. I'm around dudes 225, brolic 6'7". Like,
I get it, man. I was in Elmira. I was just like that too, a little young nigga.
Little.
I was wilding though. So I was ready. When I got there, it was already on and popping.
Yeah, it was lit. I remember Santa Claus. You know, remember Santa Claus, right? Santa Claus spit chewing tobacco on my shoe and pushed me. I pushed them back. It was about to be on, but he let me go. He's like, yo, you young, you don't know no better. You don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, man, you just spit chewing tobacco on my boot. You know what I mean? That's when they had the black boots with the yellow line.
You know, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know what I'm saying? We just passing through. That's their house. That's how they look at it. So you did 21 years. You went back to the box, did 18 more months back in Southport. What was your family, what you was going through? Like at that point, I mean, did you think that you would ever come home, that you gave up?
Be honest with you, man. I didn't even think, I'm being honest with you, man. I lost hope. For a couple years. You know, I didn't think I ever was gonna come home. Like I thought that was it for me. I really had this
Shit crazy, right?
shit in my mind that I was gonna become a prison legend. Like
Yeah.
being young and being,
Yeah.
you know, so different and so, I would say like unique, you know, at the
Yeah.
time, you know, cause,
And you was comfortable.
well, yeah, somewhat.
Because whatever you was doing, you was enjoying it. I mean, you was in the box, you got used to it. Everything else, you was adapted to everything.
I was enjoying being a rebel. That's what I was enjoying.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
enjoying
saying.
like lashing out because I always felt
I could, trust me, I know what you're saying, because I used to be lashing out, wilding all the time, and fucking box action all the time.
it used to feel good. It used to feel good.
My days are going by. Next
Quick.
thing you know, yo, it's New Year's. Oh, it's New Year's?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, another year. All right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Move on to
because,
the next year.
yeah, it was crazy.
Let me beat
man.
up another cop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
It was fun. It was just crazy. I felt like I was just lashing out because I felt
Crazy
like
shit, man.
they already had me locked up for something I didn't do. So let me just wild out now. You know what I mean? Like soon as I got up north, when I stepped foot in Coxsack in the yard, in the center yard.
Center yard, yeah.
As soon as I stepped foot in the center yard, it was lit. It was a big riot. You know, the guards was going on and getting it on with the guards. And then right after they went in, it was multiple cuttings and like, I was ready. I already came ready. I was ready. So when I got there, I was like, oh, this what's going on. It kind of like, you know, being young and kind of, I wouldn't even say I was ignorant. Being young and just ignorant, like it kind of turned me on. I was like, yeah.
You was looking for the action.
Yeah, I want some of this action.
The energy was there.
So I went and got the phone. Dude told me I can't use the phone. I told him, yo, you're not going to tell me I can't use the phone. What? And then, you know, just go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you know, just picking people. Like, let's go now. Like, let me see if he really tough. Like, I don't think he tough like that. You know, just ignorant stuff, man. You know, that I look back on now and laugh and say, damn, God bless me because I made it through that. You know what I mean? I've been through several wars and fights and stuff like that, you know, and I made it out.
For the young brothers that's out there watching, man, you know, what kind of message you would give to all your trials and tribulations and your shit, going through it and making it harder for you, you know, by, you know, the situations you got yourself in, you know, whether it's either cutting somebody or fighting the police, you know what I mean? Like,
well, always, you know, I would tell them always put your safety first. You know, put your safety first. But besides that, don't just think about yourself, man. Think about your family. You know what I'm saying? Think about the people that you're gonna affect by your actions. You know what I mean? The things that you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like your moms, your sister, whoever's holding you down. Because you know, some people in there, they didn't have no mother and father. They might have had a sister or brother or cousin or grandmother. But we got to think about them before we make these moves. You know, as far as anything that could jeopardize our health or our safety and stuff like that, you know, as far as, you know, violence and things like that. But I would tell them too, man, you know, I know this saying isn't around anymore, the code of the streets, you know what I mean? I abided by the code of the streets. I adhered to the code of the streets. I'm probably like one of the last person to even probably hear that word again, but it's definitely not a myth, but it doesn't exist anymore. You get what I'm saying? It's like, very few people stand on those morals and principles these days, as far as not snitching and stuff, things of that nature. But it's like, you know, I did 21 years. I was a street dude. I was, you know, I held a lot of people down, and you know, my reward is my self-respect. You know what I mean? I didn't expect people to roll out the carpet for me when I came home. Give me a car, give me this for being a stand-up street dude. Nah, you just gotta find your way and know that, just know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I would've, like when I was younger, they had these programs that used to show you like herpes, hepatitis, things like that. I feel like now they need programs like that could show you penal law 130.50, 125.25, and what you can actually face. Right. If you commit these crimes and stuff like that. That's what these kids need now. You know, they need to know what they're getting into, because a lot of them don't know. They think because some people glorify the shit that we've been through and shit like that, and they misinterpret it, and they say, "Oh, that's cool, whatever." Yeah,
that's all. But
nah, it's not cool. We've been through it. No. We don't want y'all to go through that shit no more. Yeah, we don't want y'all to go through that shit that we went through. We did that for y'all. We're gonna tell y'all like the right things to do, not to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So
the way we wish we would have had somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, Crittermake, right?
Yeah, Crittermake.
Crittermake. What you think about prison reform?
Prison reform. I mean,
Think it's needed?
as far as
Necessary?
like
Think it's not gonna work?
like
Meaning and change.
oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course it's
Change.
needed. Of course it's needed. As far as coming from a perspective from inside, oh yeah, it's definitely time for a change. And it doesn't have anything to do with racial background, anything. It just has to do with the mentality, with the training, with the teaching. You know what I mean? Because everything is hands-on. Like it's like you can't just beat somebody into submission. Like I'm speaking for me. You can beat me up 1,000 times. I'm gonna come fighting. I'm gonna keep fighting you.
I just think, I'm gonna tell you something, I just think that people that get jobs that's gonna represent the government, the state, I think it should be more professionally, you know what I mean? Like I think people should conduct themselves a little more.
Exactly.
So like that, especially when the young brothers in there, instead of thinking that it's cool, they can start thinking that what you doing is okay. You know what I mean? Rather they see, like I've been going to the island and I see some ignorant shit. Brothers that work there, coming through like. I mean, you be thinking, well, I'm going to the yard with you or you the CO.
Yeah, with attitude, like with different,
Yeah, like it's just so crazy.
I see what you mean.
Like instead of just like live by example, you know what I'm saying? So you got brothers in there, you're a CO. Vibe, like teach, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
instead of going there and still acting ignorant, no, you know what I mean? You don't get nothing.
That's why I say the mentality, the curriculum needs to change as far as how they conduct themselves, the professionalism, like how you say, like sometimes like towards the end of my bid, I was in Sing Sing. I was in Sing Sing for like a year. You see that Sing Sing is like the island, you know what I mean? So it's like you see officers in there.
It's different now.
Yeah.
Like you see, officers, from color and stuff like that,
Yeah, but it's like, you see them acting like a prisoner. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're supposed to be setting an example, like you said, leading by example. Your job is, care, custody, and control, right? But you in here in the cell,
trying to do push-ups and all that.
Yeah, you doing push-ups and dips and trying to show off for the other female COs, and you mad because the other female CO likes this guy.
Yeah, and you president.
You not even a prison. Like, just go home to your wife or whatever. Like, you concerned with the wrong things. Like, you don't know whether you want to be a prisoner or a CO.
It's so much, man. So now you've been home. How long you been home, Crittermake?
Almost 5 years.
And how it's been?
Man, it's been great, man. It's been great. I haven't had any run-ins with the law. My third day home, I got a job. I started working. I've been humble, man. I've just been humble. I can honestly say,
thank God for that, man.
Thank God, man. He definitely looked out for me, and I came home. I got a job. I've been working. I haven't worked in like a year. I've been doing my music thing and all that stuff.
You got a kid?
Yeah, I have a son. A beautiful son.
Let's talk about all the good shit. You got all the blessings you got.
3 years old. Definitely.
Oh, that's a blessing, man.
He keep me going. I got some strong people in my circle holding me down, as far as my career, my music and stuff like that. I've been going on tour, going on tour with the music. I have several projects out, you know what I mean? Several projects. I mean, as far as...
I see you got, I don't want to cut you off, but I see you got a legend. DMX.
Yeah, rest in peace, DMX.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace, DMX, always, Rough Riders.
Yeah, this is
what up?
Yeah, shout out DNY, Rough Riders.
Yo, that's you right there in that shirt.
Yeah, that's me right here.
Yo, that's dope.
This me when I was 19.
That's crazy.
X, you know what I mean? Couple of my boys,
picture.
Pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, this on Ravine and Yonkers and all that.
That's...
Yeah, this is
I love that shirt.
Yeah, this is actually, this photograph is I don't want to mess up his name, but he's kind of like a hip hop photography legend. His name is John Menian or something like that. Shout out John Menian. I hope I ain't mess up your name. Definitely, that day was a good day, man. For that,
that's a dope joint. It brings it back, but he was part of something that's history.
Definitely. This
you know
definitely was a.
I love it, man. I love it.
It was a beautiful day.
So you've been working on your shit.
Definitely. I would say like after 7 months, I started getting in the studio. You know, I started getting in the studio. I dropped my first project, The State Shop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The State Shop was the EP. Then from The State Shop, I dropped King Cocky.
Okay.
Then I just kept dropping. I just got a whole bunch of mixtapes out. Right now, I'm moving my music on USB flash drives.
Okay.
You know, because I figured out the streaming. You know, you gotta stream like 1 billion streams to make $10,000. Like so. Right. I make custom made. I had them on me. They out there, but custom made USBs. I sell those. You know, get my music out there. I got the merch. You know, I got the merch. I got my clothing line, Cultron clothing line.
Okay.
Got my record label.
You gotta give me some clothes. I put it up here.
No doubt. I got it out there. I got something out there for you.
Shit like that, man. You know, we gonna hold you down. Anything you want to promote
no doubt.
Here, anything. This is your platform. Anything you want to drop by. This is here. This is for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Doubt.
You know what I mean? I appreciate having you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's been an honor, man.
Yonkers, you already know.
Why,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? Why yo, I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Crittermake, you already know, dog in the yard.
Dog in the yard.
You know what I'm saying? We here, and we gonna continue to be here, man.
Salute.
Crittermake, man, first and foremost, thank you for coming through the Dog in the Yard. Appreciate you coming through, it was great. He got the order of business, entertainment, keep doing your thing. He's an artist, he's doing his thing. He's straight out of Yonkers, so we support you. You already know we happy that you came through, it was a blessing. Keep doing your things. Your boy Pistol Pete, Dog in the Yard. As you can see, we out here enjoying the weather. Beautiful summer day, Times Square. I got Miami in the building, KAR, Boys Fame in the building. I mean, we living, man. Bless up, you already know it's your boy Pistol, Dog in the Yard.
Fuck your life. Fuck what you thinking, nigga. Fuck. Look, is you dumping or you dipping? Which one? I'm with the gang. Is you blunting or you crippin'? Throw it up, shots bang. You gon' slug them or you clip 'em? Call whoever you want. That shit won't make a difference at all, pussy. You hear that whistle and you're dead. Bang. Put a missile to your head. Bing. Bang. We get into this bread. You in witness protection. Whispering the feds. Fucking rat. I'm a dog in the yard, yup. Catch me on the court with the ball going hard. Straight to the hole, we ain't passing it the bench never. 16th and Mermaid, meet me at the headquarters. We at the bank and we only make deposits.